There were a lot of high school wrestlers competing today in Minnesota and Iowa. KIMT News 3 Sports' Mary Peters joins us now to break it all down for us, Mary.
Yes, Alex, wrestlers hit the mat in Iowa for the state tournament finals tonight. We had quite a few athletes in the finals. Take a look. In 1A weight class 120, West Hancock's Teague Smith hit the mat against Lisbon's Brandon Paez. Paez got the win in that one. For weight class 152, Kellen Smith from West Hancock competed against Kyler Knack from Don Bosco. Knack got the victory in that one. In 2A 120, Osage's Blake Fox took on Vinnie Mayberry from Glenwood. Fox is taking home a championship medal tonight. For weight class 132, Anders Kittleson from Osage hit the mat against undefeated Cale Peterson from Greene County. Peterson won in that one. In 145, Osage's Tucker Stengel gets the victory against Ty Kodum, and Stengel goes undefeated for the season. In 160, Cole Budicafer from Crestwood took on Red Oaks Dawson Bond, and Bond is taking home a championship medal tonight. And in 170, Osage's Nicholas Fox hit the mat against Ethan De Leon. Fox got the victory in that one. Congrats to all of the wrestlers today. And the section tournament finals were today for boys wrestling in Minnesota with a trip to the state tournament on the line. We start off in section 1A, which was probably the most competitive finals duel of the day. It all came down to the heavyweights. Take a look. That's Houston Caledonia's Grant Ness getting the 6-0 decision win to give the Warriors a section 1A title. The Warriors are in the black and the gold. The Chatfield Gophers are in the black and the red. Warriors Owen Denstad shoots in this next one for the outside. He almost pins Alden Pearson in the opening seconds, and in 145, Tucker Ginther from Houston controls Ben Carrier's head to set up the shuck to score 2. Warriors win this duel 28-24. Moving on to section 1-2A, the Cassamanerville Comets take on the Zumbrota Mazeppa Cougars. The Comets are in the blue and the black. The Cougars are in the blue and the white. In 120, Cougars Ryan Stimmitz shoots for the outside single, but Comets Jonah Coleman sinks in the wizard to defend the takedown. Stimmitz eventually gets the angle, secures those 2 points. Coleman turns the odds in his favor and gets back some points. The Comets win this one 34-23. In section 1-3A, the Mayo Spartans are taking on the Faribault Falcons. The Falcons are in the black and the green. The Spartans are in the gold and the white. And in 285, take a look at this crazy sequence between Spartans Caleb Loomis and Giovanni Pino. Loomis tries to throw Pino down twice. Pino maintains his balance, but Loomis eventually drags him down. The Spartans win this duel 37-20. Mayo advances to the state tournament for the first time ever. Well, let's talk some boys hockey. With the regular season wrapping up soon, the John Marshall Rockets shut out the Red Wing Wingers 8-0. The Mayo Spartans beat the Aberley Tigers 7-1. Switching to the hardwood and girls hoops, the Aberley Tigers got the 58-48 victory over the Faribault Falcons. Tiger senior Kendall Kennis scored her 1,000th point today. Congrats to her. The Hayfield Vikings hosted the NRHEG Panthers for the Gopher Conference Championship game. Hayfield got the victory in that one, beating the Panthers 63-55. Vikings Kristen Watson had 35 points. In North Iowa girls basketball, in a Class 4A Region 5 semifinal game, the Mason City Riverhawks knocked off the Waverly Shellrock GoHawks 54-41, and the Clear Lake Lions fell to the West Marshall Trojans 45-38 in a Class 3A Region 4 game. Switching to the hardwood, well, actually staying on the hardwood, but in boys hoops, the PEM Bulldogs hosted a tough Lyle Pacelli athletic squad. The Bulldogs got the 60-57 win. John Marshall Rockets got the victory in overtime against the Windhawks 62-58. And the Rochester Community and Technical College women's basketball team is ranked #1 right now. They hosted #3 today, Minnesota West. The Yellow Jackets have had a dominant season, and they kept on rolling today. Olivia Christensen right here takes it all the way to the hoop, gets the bucket and the and one. The Yellow Jackets lead 60-39 in the third quarter. Raven Miles drives, draws defenders, and finds Jada James wide open. She gets that one to fall. RCTC leads 66-45 and on the fast break. Maya Ruzek gets the 2. RCTC ran away with this one, getting the 83-58 victory over Minnesota West. The Yellow Jackets wrapped up the regular season with an undefeated record, and they are the Southern Division champs. The RCTC men's team hosted Minnesota West for the second game of the doubleheader. The Yellow Jackets find Quest McCrimmon wide open on the perimeter. He nails a three. It's all tied up at 3 early. RCTC finds Cameron Gibbons on his way to the hoop. He finishes with that grand slam. The Jackets lead 5-3. McCrimmon is in the corner, drives, gets that bucket to fall. The Yellow Jackets run away with this one, getting the 114-61 victory over Minnesota West. RCTC earned a share of the MCAC Southern Division title.